What's going on, Omnibuddies? Mitch here, and today we're not doing an unboxing. We are not doing an overview. We're not doing any of those things. What we are doing today is we are looking at my top 7 most anticipated books, most anticipated hardcovers, omnis, whatever, my most anticipated collected editions for 2022. All right, so number 1, why 7? Is that a little bit of a bait? No, it's not number 1. Why 7? Well, 5's too few and it's too hard to pick. 10's too many. It's way too long of a video. I don't like making crazy long videos where I'm just talking. I'd rather get you the info, get out. A lot of you have requested me to do a top most anticipated collected editions of 2022. Apparently I have a little bit different taste than the typical collector, I guess. I don't know. But I've been asked more than a few times, so I wanted to bring it to you. So I'm going to start with 7 because, you know what, like I said before, too few is 5, too many is 10. So why not shoot right for the middle and keep things hopefully short and sweet. Speaking of short and sweet, I'm going to shut up now. But you know what? First, I'm going to say all these books that I'm about to mention will be available through our channel sponsor, Organic Price Books. If you don't know about Organic Price Books, they are just over a year old. It's run by amazing owner, JP. He's sponsored this channel basically since this channel was really born. And it's been amazing. It's a great relationship. He's a great guy, packs really well, ships super fast, great communication. His warehouse online retailer store has just exploded over the past year, and I'm really excited for what he's going to look like at the end of 2022 because 2021 was outrageously cool to watch growth for Organic Price Books. But yes, you can use Organic Price Books, order all of these books that I am about to mention. You can pre-order a bunch of them. Actually, I think all of them are on the FOC, Final Order Cutoff, so you can pre-order them now. And you can use code Omnibuddy for $2 off every order. So if you order them separately, you can do $2 off each order, or you can just do one ginormous order and not worry about it. If you spend over $30, it's free shipping if you use USPS, if you're brave, which I generally do quite a few times because they pack so well. I don't care about USPS drop kicking it because they're packed so well and safe. It just takes a little bit longer to get here. And you know what? I get tracking because it's media mail and I can wait. I got a huge backlog of books already to keep me busy. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list. First but not least, at the bottom of my list, coming in at number 7, the most anticipated book I am super excited about is the Serial Omnibus by Terry Moore. If you don't know Terry Moore, he wrote Strangers in Paradise. He wrote Echo, Rachel Rising, which is one of my absolute top stories of all time. And then he wrote like the 5 years. So all of those were pretty much separate books in the universe. And then he wrote a 5 years later book and kind of brought them all together into like one big event book. And now he's done a couple other books since then. And Serial, which follows Zoe, who is a little crazy girl from Rachel Rising, one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite books. And it follows her tracking down a serial killer. So it's this kind of a serial killer tracking down a serial killer. A little bit Dexter, I guess. Anyways, that is one of my most anticipated. You can order that at Organic Price Books. There's a trade paperback version. There's a hardcover version. I pre-ordered the limited edition signed numbered edition from terrymoreart.com because I'm a sucker for signed numbered limited editions, and that's what I have for all of my editions from him. But if you missed that, you can still pre-order, and it's a lot cheaper to pre-order it through OPB. Okay, number 2. I guess it's not number 2. Number 6. Number 6, my most anticipated collected edition of 2022 is the Star Wars Legends, The New Republic Omnibus, Volume 1. I love Star Wars comics, Star Wars movies, Star Wars cartoons, all that stuff. I love Star Wars everything. I'm a huge fan. I'm not a fan that hates a lot of the Star Wars universe. I actually personally enjoyed the episode 7, 8, 9, the Rey Skywalker saga. So, I love everything Star Wars. And the New Republic Omnibus is following like the aftermath of episode 6. So it's kind of after 6, before 7, but this is Legends, so it's not really actually canon. So stoked to dive into that and get some more cool story from that, because I really do love that story, and I know it's not considered canon anymore, but so cool. Anyways, number 5. Okay, number 5 is another one from one of my favorite artists, authors of all time, just like Terry Moore. He's the artist author for Serial. This one comes from Jeff Lemire, he's one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite writers of all time. He's got a new book coming out that I'm so excited to get my hands on. I love when he does these short miniseries. Maze book. I'm so excited for this. I've actually, how I approach movies in the cinema, this was super hard to do with Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man movie. Avoiding all spoilers. I watch maybe the first trailer, but generally I will just watch the first teaser, and that's it, because it just gives way too much away for me. So I don't read anything about it. I just know Jeff Lemire is amazing, and I want to read his next book. I'm so excited to read May's book. It looks so cool. I've checked out some of the art. I'm avoiding every spoiler for the story. I'm not reading anything about it because I want to go in blind like I do with any movie. Love it. Next one, also one of my favorite series of all time, TMNT, The Last Ronin. Again, I've been avoiding all spoilers with this. Basically, it's the last Ninja Turtle, last brother. Who is it? I don't know. I've heard that they reveal. I hope that they don't reveal who the last Ronin is. I think that would be so much cooler to just have a discussion with everyone about who we think it is and why, and there'd be little hints and teasers in there. But I heard that it is actually given away in the story, which, oh well, I've heard it's amazing. I am very excited to read some more IDW TMNT. So that's I think it's number 4. I think that was number 4. Okay, so now we're getting away from all these IDW, Abstract Studios. Well, I guess Star Wars was Marvel, but we're going back to Marvel. We're going to Doctor Strange by Lee, Volume 2. Holy cow. If I have one of my biggest regrets of selling a book, it would be that I sold my DM variant of Doctor Strange Volume 1 by Lee. That beautiful red cover. It was so gorgeous. But you know what? I get a little bit of a redemption arc because they are reprinting Volume 1. I am pre-ordering that and getting that in my mailbox. And I'm getting Volume 2. And I sold it, but because I thought, you know what, I'm never going to read it. I read a couple pages. I wasn't super hooked with it. But when I sold it, actually, one of the guy that bought it for me is like, he was kind of in the same boat where he had read it, loved it. He's like, dude, you got to finish that story. It's awesome. Take a couple extra weeks before you send it to me, and then finish it, and then send it to me. And I did. And as I was finishing that book, I was like, crap, I should not have sold this book. This book is amazing. And generally, I only like books that are basically in the current age of things. They're more current books. I'm not into the bronze, gold, silver age things. But this book was freaking awesome. It was so good. And it was cheesy at some points, but the art was just beyond anything. It was so cool. I absolutely fell in love with that book. And I was so sad that I had already sold it and I wasn't going to take it back and be like, oh, I'll just refund you. I couldn't let myself do that. But I get that redemption arc because they're reprinting Volume 1. I am so excited for that. And the DM variant of that book looks super cool too. and I'm so excited to get volume 2 of that series to continue it. All right, my number 2 choice. All right, so this is my second to last, my second to top tier book that I am beyond excited about. And I've read a huge part of the story, and then I stopped reading single issues and buying single issues monthly, and I switched to collected editions, and I've been waiting for years to finish this story. Years. Literally. I've just been dying waiting for this. He's one of my favorite characters. Also in Marvel, it is Thor by Jason Aaron, Volume 1, Omnibus Volume 1. I've been holding out for so long on those hardcovers. They've gone in and out of print. They've become super hard to find, a bunch of them. They've got that Original Sin storyline, and I bought the War of the Realms omnibus, but I'm waiting to read that because I've been waiting for these Omnis, and I think I'm still going to have to wait until Thor by Aaron Volume 2 before I can even start the War of the Realms book. Maybe the third. I don't totally know. But man, the God Butcher storyline was just unbelievably cool. It just turned everything on its head. Old Man Thor was such a cool thing to see. The art in that book by Asad Ribic was mind-blowing. That painted art style was just crazy. I cannot wait to dive back into the God Butcher storyline and see the Jane Foster Thor and all that stuff. I know that there's some internet chatter about, oh, Jane Foster, and she's not really Thor. And you know what? I don't care what they call her. I don't care really about all that stuff with the story. I just want a really cool story. And I know if it's anything like the God Butcher, it's going to be an awesome story. I am so excited for that. And I know the War of the Realms event was just insanely cool. Everyone's talking about that. So I'm so excited for that one. All right. So enough of all that. Let's get to my most anticipated book of 2022. All right, my most anticipated book of 2022. Now that I say it, man, maybe I should have put Thor in there, but you know what? I'm not going to, because I've been waiting for this for a very long time, and I have been loving this universe. It is not Marvel. It's not IDW. It's not Abstract Studios. It is by Dark Horse. It is part of the Magnolaverse. I cannot wait to get my hands on Lobster Johnson Volume 1. If you know me, you know that I love Hellboy. You know I love BPRD and Abe Sapien and Witchfinder. That story was crazy cool. There's Baltimore, which I know Baltimore is a little bit outside of the universe, but it's pretty much in the universe, let's be honest. And there's a bunch of smaller books within that. I have, I think, every single hardcover for the universe that's out. I've been dying to read some more Lobster Johnson as he appears throughout BPRD and all those books, but I set the rule for myself that I don't buy a bunch of trade paperbacks, that I don't buy single issues, because I got to keep it in focus financially, time-wise, space-wise. I can't just go dump a bunch of money into all these different books and then double dip and be switching things out. So I am definitely a trade waiter or a collected edition hardcover waiter, and I have been dying for Lobster Johnson. I am so excited for this book to read some more about the Claw. All right, so that's it. That's my top 7. We got Serial Omnibus. We got Star Wars Legends: The New Republic, Volume 1. We've got Maze Book by Lemire. We've got TMNT: The Last Ronin. So excited. We've got Doctor Strange Omnibus, Volume 2. Oh, it's so good, guys. It is so good. You got to read that book. And then Thor by Jason Aaron, Volume 1. Very excited for that. If you have not read Thor by Jason Aaron, get on that. Aaron is a monster of a writer. Ribic is just an insanely good artist, one of the top ones out there. And then continuing with the Magnolaverse, which is one of the best, most comprehensive, well-written, well-scripted universes of all time. The Magnolaverse by Mike Mignola. I know there's a bunch of other people that contribute to it, but holy cow, if you are not reading that universe, get on it. So excited for Lobster Johnson Volume 1. All right, that's it. Those are my most anticipated books of 2022. I know I probably forgot some stuff. I'll finish recording this video and be like, oh crap, I totally forgot about that book. How could that have slipped my memory? But you know what? It didn't come to my mind, so here it is. Here's what's just sitting on my brain all day, every day, when I don't have any other responsibilities sitting on my brain. That's what I'm most excited about. Let me know in the comments, what are your most anticipated collected editions of 2022? Are you disappointed something's not been announced for 2022? Are you unbelievably excited for something that's been announced in 2022? What are you waiting on? Let me know what you're excited about in 2022 for collected editions in the comments. Love talking with you all. Let me know what I forgot, because I probably forgot something and probably got to go pre-order it or something like that. Let me know in the comments. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, do all those things because it helps the channel, guys. It helps get the word out and all the YouTube algorithms and all that kind of stuff. So make sure to do that. And again, thank you for a great 2021 with our channel sponsor, Organic Price Books. Make sure to use JP and his shop because it is really good on all fronts. So let's have a great 2022. Take care. Stay safe.